Hi friends, welcome back to my another video. In today's video we are going to talk about the story of our English, the story about the Professor Mori, which is written by the Mitch album. Now let's talk about the story about the Professor Mori. Before starting with this, subscribe to my channel and never forget to like my video. In today's this story, we are going to talk about an professor which was a lovely and kind professor of every student's favorite professor. There was a person which was an author of a, which is the author of our story. The name is Mitch Albom. So basically, the Mitch Albom was a person who who used to live in Germany, and he used to go to school and come after getting back to the home. He used to see a television show of the Professor Mori. Professor Mori makes colleges and human interaction, conversations, exercises, affections, exercise, affections. This all about this all things. Professor Mori talks and makes videos and shows on it. So basically, the Mitch likes to see the shows of the Professor Mori, and he loved Professor Mori more and more. After some while, the Mitch album, the Professor Mori made it revealed his hometown, means where the Professor Mori lives and makes show. Then after the when the Mitch album when the Mitch get to know that the Professor Mori live some uh, in some in small distance, in long distance from him, not too long, uh, just medium distance. Then Mitch album, they go to his house and to the professor house. That was a long travel to the Mitch album. When he was 18, he get for a travel adventure to the Professor Modi's house. He got a long travel time, and he after getting traveled, after when he reached at his house, then he meted with the Professor Mori first time, and he said that, Professor Mori, I like your shows, and I'm big and I'm proud of it, and I do all and I also do the exercises which you gives in your shows. I like you so much. For that, I have came to your home from Germany. So after Professor Mori get listened this, Professor Mori was very happy and very embraced with the Mitch album. After that, after that Mitch album take an hotel up there, and then they used to meet every time, every Tuesday to Tuesday they used to meet. After some time, the Mori said that to Mitch album, that I have stricken to an incurable and rare disease. So the after I can pass away soon. After some days, Mori get passed away. After his uh, after his death, the Mitch album said in second para that in second para, he said that the Professor Mori, after when our first visit was there, the Professor Mori said me that culture can't the culture and the people can't think good about themselves, and we have to be strong enough to say to don't to say that our culture will work. If we our culture we have to be strong enough. If the culture doesn't work, we won't buy it or won't sell it. Like this, the Professor Mori said some lines to the Mitch album, which the Mitch album said to the peoples. After that, the Mitch album said that the Professor Mori was an old professor for on in his schools, and he used to teach his students. And after that, before getting so after saying that, he has said that before he got sick from that disease, he used to walk with his friends, dance with his dance. He used to do dances, walks, and he used to discuss about the stories and things. And he used to dance with the music on the Harvard Square Church, which is nearby his home. And he used to dance and upload the shows. He used to enjoy his life like this. After getting the disease, he was just stuck in his life. Then Professor Mori said that said to him that if the person could not be a good one, he has to be a strong to make the culture good, and the people to think good about themselves and to be good by their own. And the Professor Mori, after that, the Professor Mori decided for an project which name was an greenhouse. Means in that the Professor Mori gave the food to the poor peoples, and he used to give shed and needs of them and food to them. For this, he goes to the every schools and areas. He get to know the knowledge about them, and then also he used to go the old colleges which where the he one used to teach them, and they get to know them. He gets many from them, and the knowledge from them and love from them. So the life was going like this, and Mori has a problem with his life, that he could not eat his food too quick, and he eats his food lately. So now Mori doesn't waste his time in sitcoms or movies on the weekend. He used to go to the colleges and get knowledge about the more about her projects and about his show. And the Professor Mori was lovely and a kind person. Person in his all colleges. One day, the Professor Mori decided to attest a meaningful of life. Means a name of the test which he uses to conduct with the all students in that college, in his college. That the how to be the kind with the persons other person, how to be with the kind with them, and how to help them in the wrong situations, and how to be good with them. He used to teach about this, and the students were writing the perfect about the meaningful life exam. And when the student got more marks, the Professor Moli did that he can be he is a good professor in his all colleges. After that, Professor Mori's story get ends. Means the story about the Professor Mori get ends, and Professor Mori's gets colded, and then he got pass away, and the story get ends. Now I hope you understand what is the story about the Professor Mori, and how our author, means the Mitch album, writed his story in a good and clear way. You can see up here. Now we are going to start with the questions answer of the story. Let's start with it. Now we will talk about the all questions of our story. Now, first question is, who is the Mori? Who is Mori? Mori is an professor which was a student in his life, but he became a professor, and he used to teach in old schools, and he was a good professor, and he had a student which name was Mitch Albom. And when after getting professor get makes the entertainment shows, the Mitch album was the professor and Mitch album was promised before 16 years ago that they will meet again in their life. After Mitch album get to know that the professor Mori is show is this and his home address is this, and he went to his professor, and he get to know that the professor Mori was an stricken with an disease, incurable and rare disease. So this was the Mori story. Now, how did Mori developed his own culture? Mori said that this culture and the people won't feel good about themselves. We have to be strong enough to fight with our problems, and if we have to be strong enough, if the culture doesn't work, we have to say that we won't buy the culture or we won't sell the culture. The Modi said like this. Now, in third one, the Modi said what was the project that Modi has started and what was the project. Modi star name the project name was the Modi was the greenhouse, in which the Modi used to give the poor people a shed and home and amenities, needs of them, food to them, and he used to give home shelter, and he used to give them human affection, interaction, conversations, and he used to make them exercises for making an better human from the poor personality. Now, I hope you understand what was the story about the Mori, and if you understand, thanks for watching my video. Bye bye.